According to Jeremy Fowler of ESPN, Trey Lance has been told that he is going to be the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers in 2022. Plus, we have the latest on the Jimmy Garoppolo trade watch. You're watching the 49ers Report by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Sr. So we get to this report from Jeremy Fowler of ESPN, breaking everything down between the latest on Jimmy G and when or if he's going to get dealt, and Trey Lance being the starter for Kyle Shanahan this upcoming season. I talked to a source, Fowler said, who said the 49ers aren't in a major rush to move quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. The 49ers budgeted for this offseason, knowing they could carry Garoppolo's $26 million cap hit and still do what's necessary in free agency and in the draft from a cash standpoint. Garoppolo's market appears to be slow right now. Teams I've talked to have legitimate concern about the shoulder surgery and what that might mean for his offseason and the 2022 campaign. As for where Trey Lance falls into the fold, Trey Lance, according to Fowler, quote, has gotten the full impression behind the scenes that he will start in 2022. So while the expectation is that San Francisco will move Garoppolo eventually, it feels like the team is in a holding pattern on that. Now, the biggest thing to come out of that, it's Trey Lance being told that he's going to be the starting quarterback for the 49ers this upcoming season. And really, at the end of the day, it's just time for the Trey Lance era to begin. There's a ceiling on this offense with Jimmy Garoppolo. We saw that right before our eyes in the NFC Championship game. There are limitations with what the Niners can do with Jimmy G as the starting quarterback. But as evidenced by what I'm about to break down, there is no ceiling. When Trey Lance is your starter, he is going to become immediately the most dynamic and most skilled quarterback that Kyle Shanahan has ever been able to work with throughout his tenure as a head coach with the Niners. So if you could pick a starter between Garoppolo and Trey Lance, I'm fascinated to see where the faithful is at on this subject matter. Get into the comments section and sound off. JG for Jimmy Garoppolo, TL for Trey Lance. Is this fan base still split? You let me know down below. If you want to get a Trey Lance jersey ahead of him, presumably being the starting quarterback, you can right now. Multiple sizes and colors available, men and women. All you have to do, go to chatsports.com/49jersey. I'm going to put that link in the comment section and the description of this video. A bunch of great deals, and if you use that link, you can get more players in addition to Trey Lance. You have to use that link so that Fanatics knows that the 49ers Report sent you. My read on Trey Lance, and really this is my scouting evaluation of him coming out of North Dakota State. He has arm strength like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes and really good mobility. Elite arm strength, he can complete any throw on the field, all three levels vertically, outside of the numbers and inside the hash. I also like how he can drop the arm angle down a little bit to complete some balls when the pass rush is on. Really can make any throw on the football field, and in this offense, with the running element to his game and the running element to Kyle Shanahan's offense, the unpredictable nature of what the Niners can do offensively is why I think they'll be a better offensive unit this upcoming year as compared to last year with Jimmy G. With Trey Lance, you want to put him in the shotgun? He can do that. That's really the modern-day pro style. But among all draft-eligible quarterbacks last year, he took the most snaps under center among all of those quarterback prospects. Play action, it's obviously a huge component of this offense, and he can really thrive in that manner because of the unpredictable nature of the run and pass element to the offense that he brings to the table. Offers that valuable running threat. So Kyle Shanahan loves that outside zone scheme. On that read option, what are opposing defenses going to do? What are they going to plan for? Are linebackers going to bite on the Elijah Mitchell or Deebo Samuel handoff? Or are they going to wait to see if Trey Lance pulls the football and goes the other way? That really is dangerous for the Niners moving forward. And all Trey Lance needs going into this upcoming year is reps to work out the kinks. He's been working with some of the most notable quarterback coaches during the offseason, working on the mechanics to really fine-tune that throwing motion, which can get loopy at times instead of being quick. If he gets the reps, I think he's going to be ready to play in year two. And a lot of people are saying, Chase, there's no way that in year two he can help lead you to the promised land and he can help lead the Niners to the Super Bowl. Hold up. I know they're different prospects, and Joe Burrow had a lot more college experience at LSU. Year two, though, took the Bengals to the Super Bowl. Year 2 for Patrick Mahomes, he played 1 game his rookie year, and in 2018, he won the NFL MVP in year 2. It can happen. It's happened before, and it can happen with Trey Lance. Premier players on both sides of the football and an excellent coach at his disposal calling the plays in his headset in Kyle Shanahan. As for what Lance did in 2021 in his rookie campaign, it was up and down, but I love the pocket mobility and the pocket movement. I love how when the pocket broke down, he didn't look to run right away. He looked to throw the football and get the ball downfield. Then he looked at that running option. Now, the accuracy can improve. The consistency as a thrower can improve. 41 of 71 last year, 603 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks, and 168 rushing yards. But if you go back to what he did at North Dakota State in 2020, he put up straight up stupid numbers. Completed 65% of his passes, nearly 3,000 yards, really good decision maker as evidenced by what he did through the air, chucking 30 touchdowns, only risking it 1 time, throwing that lone interception. And yes, he got drafted when he was 20 years old. We knew that he was going to be inexperienced coming into the NFL. This shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody because he's coming from an FCS school in North Dakota State. He only played 1 full season back in 2019 because in 2020 he had a COVID-shortened season, and throughout his college career only played 19 games. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I said those passing numbers were in 2020. In 2019, 1 game in 2020. Just want to clear that up for the homies. Rushing stats, 184 carries, 1,200 plus yards on the ground, average yards per rush at 7, and 16 more touchdowns on top of all those touchdowns that he threw for. Folks, we are talking about an incredibly gifted quarterback in Trey Lance. It's going to take time. It's going to take reps. But if he were draft eligible this year, he'd be the #1 quarterback in this draft class, and it would not even be close. He doesn't compare, in my opinion, to a Malik Willis. He doesn't compare. He's much better than a Kenny Pickett, a Matt Corral, and a Desmond Ridder. And a big reason why I'm high on Trey Lance, again, foundational organization with stability, with continuity, elite players on the offensive side of the football with Trent Williams, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle. Then defensively, you have Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Fred Warner, and Jimmy Ward holding it down on the back end. You went out and acquired Charvarius Ward. This team is set up to win this upcoming year, and they can do so with Trey Lance. And if that ends up ringing true, you heard it here first. Now make sure you subscribe to the channel as we continue to bring you the best 49ers content here on YouTube. Multiple videos per day the last couple of weeks, and we're going to continue to do that because all of you have responded so well to it. And make sure you also give me a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Chase_Senior. I made it easy for the Niner gang. It's the same Instagram handle on both. I tweet out, same social media handle on both social media platforms, I should say. I tweet out videos from the show, tweet out the latest news and rumors, and the hottest takes on these Twitter streets at Chase_Senior. Just want to say thanks to everybody for watching all of our shows here on the 49ers Report this offseason. Up to this point, it's been fascinating, and we're going to continue to break down all of these Niners happenings.